So we have a few more of our awards that we're going to do now. We're going to return now to our Paul Trost Awards and remind us with this award, these legislators, we choose these legislators because they make an outstanding contribution to the state of New Jersey and show support for the business community. And again, these are the type of legislatures that when we make a call, they take the call. And when we have an idea, they invite us to come to the table. And they don't just sit at the table, but they truly listen at the table, which is significantly important. So first, I'd like to invite up Assemblywoman Ora Dunn to the stage while I tell everyone about Assemblywoman Ora Dunn. Assemblywoman Dunn was first elected to New Jersey Assembly in 2019, and the following year made history by winning a special election in the 25th Legislative District with more than 64,000 votes, the most ever in a New Jersey Assembly race. Now serving her 5th year, 5 years already, right? Now serving her 5th year, Assemblywoman Dunn is recognized for her effectiveness, commitment to putting people over politics, and her fierce advocacy for children, families, and parental rights. With a distinguished 30-year public service career, including roles in Rodney Frelinghuysen's and U.S. Senate Appropriations Committee, Dunn has made a significant impact on policies like the Clery Act and continues to serve on various boards and committees dedicated to public service and community support. Assemblywoman Dunn's a strong advocate for childcare, recognizing the economic imperative that it is, with genuine engagement and tangible solutions to help families and providers. I think folks in this room know that BIA has been trying to lead a charge on the issues of childcare and affordability, and we just heard a whole lot about that issue up here on the panel, and we want to thank Assemblywoman Dunn for her work in that space. She's also focused on business perspectives in all her legislative works and is one of the most accessible legislators, as I said before. Please come forward and accept this award on behalf of NJBIA.
Good morning. I appreciate the time to just give a few brief remarks, I promise, because honestly, I was expecting this for my retirement, but you're not pushing me out or anything, right? All right, this is good, because we have a lot of work to do. Really, it is an honor to receive this award, and it reminds us that economic growth is not done by one person, and it certainly requires bipartisan collaboration. The NJBIA has proven to be that strategic partner in creating a more prosperous New Jersey. For more than a century, NJBIA has been the voice of thousands of businesses and an invaluable resource. And I must add, lawmakers have come to expect President Michelle Sikirka and her leadership when a bill affecting the business community is being considered. Her testimony is always thoughtful and reasonable, even when the bill is not. And as a member of the Budget Committee, I truly appreciate all of that input and was relieved, I think like many of you today, I was relieved to hear the governor has stated he is going to, yes, finally talk about reining in spending. Finally. So we know, you know as business owners, we know as running a family, that it's important to stick to a budget. And this election certainly told us that people are feeling that pinch. So as a legislator, I will continue to listen, learn, and lead with integrity. It's why I've pushed to create a trusted budget process, which will not only separate necessary spending from waste, but also restore faith in our government. Because when transparency and fiscal responsibility are not met, all of us, really, we lose. We all lose from that. So I'm looking forward to great change in this next year ahead and budget cycle ahead, and also a strong economic future with business-friendly policies that encourage job creation, foster innovation, and cut taxes. We do not have to teeter off the fiscal cliff if we can plan ahead. And again, thank you, NJBIA, and I'm really just so honored to receive this award. Thank you.
Next, I would like to honor Assemblyman Roy Fryman. Assemblyman, please come to the stage while I speak a bit about you. Great. Assemblyman Fryman has deep commitment to the community and it was his commitment many years ago that led him to serve on the Hillsborough Sustainable Steering Committee, where he worked to ensure a clean and safe environment for future generations. With a background as an executive at Prudential Financial, Roy brings valuable business and analytical expertise to the Assembly, advocating for tax relief, job creation, economic development, equal pay, and restored funding for women's health care. Assemblyman Fryman also founded the Business Caucus, has proven himself to be one of the top advocates for business in the legislature, and one of the go-to legislators. If NJBIA has a good bill idea, he looks to us to work with him to get it done. The legislature needs more folks like Roy Fryman. Congratulations. Please step up to accept our award.
Thank you very much. First of all, before I begin my remarks, I want to just pause to acknowledge the developers, as I was coming up, of Photoshop, because they clearly don't get enough credit when you bring up these pictures. It's not there anymore, but I looked at that and I said, that's all right. They need a lot more credit. Today, when you hear about reports of what's happening with New Jersey business, you often hear reports about angst and challenges, and you hear just this down type of reporting. And it reminds me of the time that I used to work with my father. My father had a small business in the garment district. They made children's hats. That was the thing back then. And whenever we run into one of his friends, they would say, "Hey, Al, how you doing? And how's business?" It could be better. It was always the canned response you would get from each business owner. And the response, and my father would say, "He's making a killing. He's doing great." And after a while, you can get the impression that people in business were always negative. And that is absolutely not the case. It's quite the opposite. To be in business, to be associated with business, is to be an optimist. It is to look at opportunity. It is to look at what we can do. It is to think about growth. It is to think about how to achieve. And when we hear about reports and when we publish issues and challenges, these are saying we want a level playing field. We want to give us an opportunity, give us a chance to compete. Because if you give us that chance, we could make things a lot better. We can give jobs and opportunities and give people a chance to grow. And that's why I love being associated with this community. And that's why I've spent my career in this community, because it's optimistic. It's about future, and it's about what we can do. And I am so honored to be able to receive this award. I'm honored to be associated with the other legislators that also feel the same way. And as we think about what we're going to do going forward, I'm actually turning to those that are looking to be our next governor and saying, if we can do anything strategically, it's to unify and bring back a cabinet-level advocate for the business community like we used to have, because we need a singular voice within the state government that is representing and speaking for the business community. So with that, I thank you very much. It's an honor to be here today.
And our final award for today, I invite Senator Michael Testa to come to the stage while I speak a bit about you, Senator. Senator Testa has deep family roots in South Jersey and Cumberland County, with his paternal grandparents emigrating from Italy and his maternal grandparents surviving a Nazi concentration camp before settling in the United States. After earning his law degree from Villanova and a master's from Temple, Senator Testa returned to his hometown of Vineland to join his family law firm and has become deeply involved in local organizations, including the NAACP and Big Brothers Big Sisters. Elected to the New Jersey State Senate in 2019, Testa has since been reelected with historic margins, dedicating his efforts to business growth, parental rights, veterans benefits, environmental preservation, while continuing to practice law and serving as the Senate Republican whip. And with NJBIA's roots in manufacturing, it is necessary and that we thank and recognize Senator Testa's leadership supporting our critical New Jersey manufacturing industry. He's become synonymous with manufacturing. On top of all his other pro-business and taxpayer work that he does, he helps to chair the Manufacturing Caucus. Thank you so much, and please come forward to accept this award, Senator Testa.
So I stand before you in lunch and hearing from our potential next governor. So this is all, really important, and I'm so honored to be here today. and I'm certainly deeply honored to receive the Paul Trost Award from the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. You know, this recognition means the world to me, not only for the values it represents, but also for the legacy of the man for whom it is named. Admittedly, I had to Google who Paul Trost was, and I was just amazed at the accomplishments of an individual associated with the road that I traveled here today, the New Jersey Turnpike. Paul Trost was a remarkable leader who exemplified what it means to be a builder, not just of roads and infrastructure, but of opportunity and progress. As chairman of the Turnpike Authority, he spearheaded one of the most transformative projects in our state's history, a project that has become synonymous with New Jersey, the Garden State itself, the New Jersey Turnpike. And his service on the NJBIA board demonstrated his commitment to fostering a thriving business community. It's no wonder Governor Hughes called him Mr. New Jersey. To stand here today in his name is humbling beyond words. You know, I looked him up and I can't believe that they were able to get 2/3 of the Turnpike done in 11 months. I mean, think about that. 2/3 of that entire project was done in 11 months. Imagine if we were able to come together as a state and get projects done that quickly and efficiently and under budget. Imagine that. New Jersey has always been a state of innovators, entrepreneurs, and hard workers. Yet we know the challenges our business community faces, from burdensome regulations to high costs that often stifle growth. As a legislator and as co-chair of the Manufacturing Caucus that Michelle mentioned, my mission has been to address these challenges head-on. Whether it's streamlining government processes, advocating for responsible tax policies, or championing workforce development, my focus has always been on creating an environment where businesses can thrive and, in turn, provide opportunities for all New Jerseyans. We have a problem in the state of New Jersey, and I heard some pundits earlier on. For whatever reason, our state has this awful habit of thinking that the deep pockets of business can continuously be dipped into. That has to stop. We have to champion our job creators. We have to champion our innovators. And we have to make sure that they stay here. And that's across administrations, folks. I'm not being political. I'm saying that we've had an outpouring of business leaving our state. We can't continue to see that happen. We need to do everything we possibly can to create an environment where the captains of industry want to stay here and perhaps even move here. To the NJBIA, I want to thank you for this incredible honor and for being a steadfast advocate for the business community in our state. And to everyone here today, thank you for your partnership in trying to make New Jersey and you perfect together again. I also want to congratulate my fellow nominees and award recipients. Thank you so very much. It's an honor to be honored with such great legislators. Thank you all very much. God bless you.